stay tuned, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. So again, it's your boy Cobe Rise. Coming for you, coming for you, coming for you, coming for you. Oh Lord, do not forget the gorillas. Everyone know we the realest. A bunch of go-getters. I bet you can tell I'm the illest. You don't need your fingers to feel it. You know I can straight spit, knock you out with a late hit. Feel like I'm the one, like I'm Neo, but this is the real life, not the Matrix. I'm about to go ape shit. Ain't no gotta roll out. I know gotta roll out, yeah. I know gotta roll out, yeah. I roll on
Hey, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What up, what up, what up, what up? Hey. What's going on, y'all, man? It's your boy Kobe Rise and Rise. You dig? We back at it again with a banger. Shout out to Queen City Organics in the building. In the building. Come get your sea moss. Let me make sure you guys know and pay attention real quick. We do have Ebony Fit Charlotte coming into play. Ebony Fit Weekend is coming to Charlotte July 26th. Your boy will be having the sea moss live and direct. You hear what I'm saying? The sea moss will be live and direct, man. Come get your sea moss. Very own Queen City Organics. Your boy Rise and Rise Academy will be in the building. You dig? We will be turning it up. The entire weekend is going to be full of fun, and it's going to have, well, let me just put it like this. If you didn't know, you about to know in a real way. Shout out to everybody, man. And also shout out to truehighclarity.com. It's how you want to live your life. True, high, and with clarity. All right. Man, listen, we got a lot coming in store for y'all, man. I just really want to let y'all know the topic, today's topic specifically, has got to do with self-control and self-control keeping y'all big backs obese. Now, Cubby, why would you say that? Well, I'm going to tell you something. Self-control is keeping y'all big back. Why is that the case? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because you overeat, you eat too much. And then when you eat too much, what typically happens is, you don't got no control. You ain't got no control over yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. That is the problem with the world today. You lack self-control, and it's keeping y'all bulls big back. And we got a couple of clips coming in, you know what I'm saying, for that. Now, if you guys controlled your eating, it'll probably be a lot better. But the problem is y'all ain't got no self-control. And apparently, if you deny cake, you fat phobic. So now I'm fat phobic because I have self control. That's the wild part. That is the insane wild part, man. So shout out to my IG family in the building. What's going on? Shout out to my dog Ernest in the building. You feel me? We got a lot coming for y'all, man. But first, well, before we even get started, real quick, you know I gotta bring my partner in the building. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember who I'm talking about? Oh, you don't know who I'm talking about? Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. You gotta open your ears up real quick. Wait a minute. What's that playing? What's that song? Oh, there you go. There you go.
First time
Sir.
What up, though? What up, though? What's going on, Jabbar?
Music. What's happening? I'm good.
What's
I'm good.
happening,
I'm
bro?
good. Well, good evening to you. Good evening to everybody.
Big facts.
Everybody.
Big facts. Big facts, man. Hey, we got a lot coming in, man. I'm telling you, man. It's gonna be a pretty good topic. Shout out to Jenny in the building. What's going on, Shorty? Man, everything is good. Hey, what's crazy, man? I went to Mad Miles yesterday, right? And I got to running. I had to run my 2 miles, man. I had to keep my cardio back up. So yeah, I honestly, man, I like to go run my 2 miles. I like to get it in and I like to get out. You know what I'm saying? I'll get in, get out, because everybody be dancing and all that. But shout out to Jenny because she been consistent with the Mad Miles.
Oh, you should be out
I
there.
didn't know, man. Make sure y'all tune in to Mad Miles on Charlotte. What's good, bro?
Oh, she be out there. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She out there running.
It'd be a lot of
respect,
man, it'd be a
respect.
lot of people out
Yeah,
there.
that's good.
It'd be a lot of people out there, man.
Oh,
Shout out to
yeah.
Love in the building. What's going on? Shout out to Roxy Love in the building. You dig? Shout out to Ken in the building. What's going on? Yeah, man, we got a lot of topics. But you ain't know about that, man. There's a girl that's talking about how apparently denying cake it'll make you fat phobic. So if you don't want to eat any cake, apparently you're fat phobic. Have you heard about that, bro?
Yeah, no.
You ain't heard about it?
No, I'm not at all.
I'm about to get your take on this, bro. Hold on. Let me pull this clip up real fast, man, because it's getting crazy out here, man. Like, for real. Let me pull my screen up real fast because the world is getting crazy out here, man. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. What did Gucci Man say? Ridiculous. It's quite hilarious. All right, hold on. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear it in the comment section. Shout out to my dog Josh in the building, man. What's going on, big homie? We got a lot to talk about, man. We are going to be discussing about how denying cake is keeping you fat phobic. All right. So make sure y'all put a thumbs up if y'all can hear it in the comment section. So here we go.
We've already gotten to the point in time to where if you deny eating a piece of cake at work, you're now considered fat phobic.
CRFI. You've been to a birthday party or a small office gathering, and then it comes time to cut the cake. A cake-related fat phobic incident, or CRFI, there's always someone at the party who has to declare publicly that their slice is too large.
Choosing not to eat sugar is now considered harm, but not for your body, for their emotions. You see, this is how truth gets hijacked. Self-control is now labeled hate. Why? Because your discipline makes them uncomfortable.
The idea that you can position yourself as superior to others through self-control and self-denial is super sexist.
They're calling self-control sexist and turning discipline into discrimination. This is what happens when we moralize indulgence. You're not helping women by saying restraint is oppression. You're just setting them up for disease.
Can you scrape all the frosting off and cut it in half and give me 2 forks because I'm sharing? So a little bit more, tiny, less than what you're smaller, please. Could you just cut my piece into 12 equal symmetrical little pieces and put each one into a tiny little Tupperware?
Mocking people that show restraint? Wow. What does that teach? That goals are toxic and trying is wrong? You don't free people by glorifying indulgence. You trap them.
Many parts of diet
man, bro. You see this, man?
Yeah, I see.
Hey, man, if y'all on IG, my IG family tapping in. What's good, y'all? Let me know what y'all think about what she just said. Because this is wild. Shout out to Brittany in the building. What's going on? Man, god dang. Shout out to my boy Gaines in the building. What's up, Jenny? What's going on? Shout out to my dog Gaines in the building.
What up?
He said, "Oh Lord, not this dumb chick and her stupid bro." She stayed in the mix, man. I don't even see how she stays in the mix. Me personally, man, a lot of what I think she's doing, I think she's capping a lot of times because
Yeah.
she's just talking a bunch of nonsense. I don't know if this girl's trolling. If y'all know who that girl is, let me know. Because I mean, to me, I think she's trolling. Quite frankly, I don't know, but yeah, man, what you think
And
about it, Maury?
yeah, it's just solid. She's just trying to get a buzz, trying to go for some more clickbait, just to draw people in. It sounds just pretty outrageous, like that for me, just because of just a slice of cake. But yeah, it's all clickbait, just to draw thing in. So come on, has to be.
Man, I mean, bro, like I don't know what she gets off on doing this because it's people that actually follow this chick. Like she actually has a real fan base, like no cap.
Mm.
But it's interesting because like she actually wants to eat cake, right? And she's telling people that if they don't want to eat the cake, anime, don't eat the cake, anime. Oh man, she gonna talk some ish. And she's now gonna say, now we're fat shaming now. Now we're fat shaming because we want to stay healthy and we want to eat pretty much what I want to eat. So now I'm being shamed for eating what I want to eat. So if I don't want to have cake, now I'm shaming the overweight community. Like, do you see where this is going? Like, bro, so you mean to tell me, right? So so here's the thing. This is the wildest thing, man. Just think about this. I get shamed because I want to eat what I want to eat. When she eats what she wants to eat, that's not shaming. But it's shaming if I eat what I want to eat. Do y'all hear what I'm saying down there in IG? Like, does that make sense to y'all?
Double standard, really.
A double man, look, I'm gonna tell you what a double standard is. I'm gonna tell you what the double standard is. The double standard is she need to shut up. Shout out to my boy Gaines in the building, man. He already know what I'm on. She need to stop and put down the cake pies, slice it, and get that big back ass in the gym. You dig? She need to get her.
Got a big back.
She need to quit eating that cake, or she gonna.
Got a big back.
Yes.
Hey, she got
a big back.
But she's shaming everybody else. So I'm fit and I can eat what I want to eat, but I'm shaming people because apparently I want to eat what I want to eat. She just.
You got a big back.
Shout out to my girl Brittany in the building. She says, "L, talk your shit. Just know the clap back is real." Listen, I'm gonna tell you what else clapping. Every time she walk, that back is clapping.
You got a big back.
When she walk in the church, everybody clapping for the preacher. She just clapping
for herself. You got a big back.
Yeah.
Man, listen, man. If I want to eat what I want to eat, and that's fat shaming, well, guess what? Then we okay with fat shaming because people eat what they want to eat. They eat what they want to eat. Me personally, if I have a piece of cake, I'm eating half of it. I'll give the other half somebody else. So, me personally, if I eat what I want to eat, I'm fat shaming, but I'm also giving my piece of cake to somebody else to help. That way, I'm not eating too big of a piece, and that person is not eating too big of a piece. Like, I'm actually helping the community out by doing that. But your big back ass want to talk about being greedy, eating all this big ass pieces. Now, nobody in the office can eat cake, by the way, because you want to be a big back. Make it make sense.
You got a big back.
Nobody in the office can eat cake because you eating too much cake. Make it make sense.
You got a big back.
Oh shit!
Crazy.
Hey, gang, she need to shut the fuck up.
Foolishness.
Ain't it crazy, bro? Jabari, am I tripping, bro? Am I off on this, bro? Because I don't see it. I don't see it, y'all.
No, you're not. It's just a craziness that we're in, that people want to have their own priority about things, and it's like, no, I can have this, but no one else can, and stuff like that. So, yeah, no.
I think we're in a different dimension.
Yeah.
We're in a different dimension, man.
Different timeline.
It is. It really is. And then speaking of which, when they eat all this extra cake and stuff, it's like, I don't even know. Like, it actually reminds me of the next topic or the next video. So, there's a girl that's actually running after cheeseburgers. Like, in a car. Like there's a guy in a car and he has a cheeseburger and he's holding it outside the window, and it's a big back John running after it. Have you seen that one?
No, what? Really?
Hold on, bro. Hold on. I'm about to show you this, bro. Hold on, man. Let me pull it up, bruh. You mean tell me you ain't seen this one yet? Oh man,
No,
y'all listen to this. Man, hold on, man. You ain't seen that, bro?
Let's do this.
If y'all on IG, y'all want to see that, man, y'all got to click back over to YouTube, Rise Academy, man. Oh my god.
Had to add that.
My boy Gay said, I hope that's AI. Hell nah, it ain't AI. That's reality. In real life. What they call it? IRL in real life? Bro, that was real.
Nope. All in real life.
Real life. He says, I get mad at folks like this, man. Folks who are overweight and trying to do better, I can rock with. But folks like that, hell nah. See, and this is the thing, man. They push this out into the community and they don't know what, well, I think they know what they're doing. So the problem is we're feeding into it. It's almost like, you know how somebody throw the bait out there and they just take the bait. I'm gonna tell you right now, we are taking that bait. We big backing. Shout out to Pops. What's going on, man? We really taking the bait. And so what's happening is they're taking the bait and then they want to promote the obesity. That's the wild part about it. And they don't know that when they do that, they're promoting it. And then when someone actually does something that's going to get them overweight, that's the part that they don't think about in the future. Because now people are hurting themselves. Think about all the content creators that had done these food, like, what do you call them? Like food content reactions. They go to all different restaurants. They eat a bunch of food. There's been multiple people who have gained so much weight that they've actually got themselves into a situation where they're in the hospital and they had to lose weight because they ate so much. Yeah. And so they had to talk about it. You know, they had to say, you know what, man, I was messed up. I was wrong. I ate too much. Now I need to lose the weight and XYZ. And so this is the real thing that happens that people don't talk about. It's a reality check for a lot of the people who are trying to be silly. Just think about the TikTok that's going around when they were cooking chicken in that what was it, the cough medicine? I forget what it was. They were making chicken with this medicine, this cough medicine stuff. It was stupid. It was very immature. It was very childish. But people were getting hurt. People were getting sick, like really sick. And it's just unfortunate because they pushed this out in the masses, and they kids watch this, and kids don't, you know, if you, depending on how old you are, you don't know any better. They're gonna try whatever the kids are trying, and if you're promoting this stuff, this is what happens and gets into the community, and now it's just a bunch of evil mess going on. Shout out to my dog JoJo in the building. What's going on, bro? How you feeling after your birthday, man? We was lit, dog. Yeah, man. It was just wild. Wow. But yeah, so I wanted to go over this one clip, bro. So there's a chick that is talking about men picking slim women to avoid nagging them about working out. Have you seen that? Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I'm about to play it, bro. Hold on. I'm about to play this thing right now. Hold on. Let me share my screen, y'all, because this is gonna be an interesting topic. It's gonna be an interesting topic. Let me know if you guys can hear it in the comment section. 1 second. Let me pull this thing up real quick. All right. Can you see it, Jabari?
Yeah. Okay.
You can see it? Okay, bet.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm about to play this clip. A little bit of the backstory, right? So here's the backstory about this. So there's women that's saying guys pick a certain body type of woman so that way they don't feel like they have to nag their woman into working out. Now, I want to know y'all's thoughts about this. I've seen it, but I want y'all to see it, so I wanted to get y'all's take on it, right? So let me pull this down from the screen because I think this is going to be an interesting topic.
I would say that I don't necessarily just mean overweight. You can be unattractive and still be slim and they don't want you. You know?
That's true, by the way. That's definitely true. Mm-hmm. There are people that can be slim and some of them still don't want them, right? Because we some simp ass ninjas. There's a guy who talks about how he likes his ladies to be like over 200 pounds. I'm like, bro, stop. Like, stop, man. Like, it's just
wait.
Go ahead, bro.
Wait. Once is one to be the weight of an NFL running back or wide receiver.
Shout out to KK in the building. What's going on? Yeah, like literally be the same size as a linebacker receiver in the NFL. NFL running back, what? 5'8", 220? 5'8", 200?
5'9", 210-ish. So
210?
yeah.
About it. Wide receiver, what?
About maybe
6 foot, 180?
two.
Or like you said, right at 199, some shit?
Yeah. Yeah, same thing. So it's this not everybody can carry their weight well and in the right places with both muscle and fat. It's very, you know, at times rare to pull off. So they want these statuesque women, but they're not necessarily Hercules themselves. So,
bro, I'm gonna be honest. If you have more muscle than fat, it will look way better.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say that one more time for the people in the back, for the people in IG. If you have more muscle than fat, it would look way better.
Oh, shit. That's right.
We're gonna keep it a stack. Let's keep going.
I'm saying it could be bad body.
That's true.
It could be like you're slim, but your body's still bad. Like, and not in good bad, but bad. So there are women who realize that about themselves. And I'm not saying all Americans, we know, I'm just saying that there are some, but I
was about to say it's definitely not all. Definitely not all.
I don't necessarily think I like the way that they're trying to improve themselves. Put it that way.
So you don't like when they put a BBL on?
I mean, haven't you seen the videos?
The hips don't match the butt. It's like,
what about the ones that match?
See a match.
No.
Now, see, he made an interesting point.
Right.
The BBLs, y'all want them? She said, nah. And then there's another one that say, hold on. So it's a very like slippery slope with that. Now, let me ask y'all this. Ladies, are y'all going, which one would y'all rather go get a BBL or would y'all rather go work out? Which one? Shout out to Gates says the curvy women folks be looking at. Not everyone will look that way. Those women are genetically predisposed to look that way. Doesn't mean they're healthy. 100% agree. How many people you know that looks really good on the outside and actually are unhealthy because they don't work out, but they may just be quote unquote blessed in certain areas? I mean, we've seen this multiple times. We've seen this multiple times. It's people that are honestly normal weight who may be pre-diabetic because they don't eat right, they don't work out, they don't do cardio, they don't lift weights, they just be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And this goes into the people that are or have high metabolism when they can just eat what they want to, and it goes nowhere. That doesn't make them healthy just because of the outside, right? It's more than just the way it looks. And I think people get the BBL because all they're worried about is the look. You really have to think about the health that comes with that, right? And what I'm saying is they go for the look and they're going for the vanity. They're going for, I'm going to look a certain way to get the certain attention. Now, I don't think any chick will admit this, but I'm going to be honest, yes. They're doing it for attention. I'm going to put it on the guys. Think about the guys that take steroids that don't actually use it the way they're supposed to. Right. They're doing it for the look. They're doing it for the look. They don't think about the long-term effects behind it. And that's the thing I want people to see. Same thing with the BBLs. Get the BBLs. Just understand that the numbers show 70% of the time you will have to go back anyway and get further surgery. Why? Because 70% of those ladies, they don't know how to keep that size. They don't know how to keep that figure. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Got to be in the building. What's going on? What up, KK? Hey, I mean, I'm doing real good. I'm doing real good. You dig? Shout out to Lizzo in the building. What's going on, Shawty? All right, let's continue with the video because they made some interesting points.
Is the BBLs are all fine and dandy. I don't have no problem with what nobody do because if you want to do it, right? I just get really, really upset when your ankle is the size of a wrist, your thigh is.
Hey, she said she don't like it when the ankle is the size of the wrist.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Let's keep going.
It's the size of like an arm, but your butt is like 5 heads put together. That
I think it would be
is
better
a
to
problem.
lift weights and get it the natural way, because that way your body would transfer, they move that fat the way it's supposed to be naturally on your body, than going to a surgeon who may not have the creative eye for your body type.
Boy, that's got tense. Look at everybody on the panel. They looking like, oh,
Yeah.
that's real. Shout out to Lizzo. What's going on, girl? Yo, so we're talking about, I don't know if y'all can hear it. Can y'all hear that? Because if you can hear that, they're really talking about how if they're going to get a BBL, they want to make sure it looks good. We're going to keep fast forwarding this because I really want to get into the main squeeze about this, because it really touches on where we are when it comes to working out and what we see and what we look for. Let's keep it going.
Because what I also notice is when we're talking about beauty standard, it gets really weird, right? Because a lot of people will start talking about beauty standard based on like what is a woman's height and weight. Because I've heard so many people on social media talking about, oh, I would never date a chick that's over 140 pounds. But I think that's because that number sounds good.
Before she continues, ladies, she just talked about the beauty standard. What do y'all think about what she's talking about as far as the beauty standard? Do y'all think there is a beauty standard? And if so, do you agree with her? Is there a height component, a weight component as well? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. What's going on with you, Porter? All right, let's keep it going.
Because when a chick that walks by that is 200 pounds looks really good, that's a completely different situation. And I don't think.
Let's be clear. Mm-hmm. How many women 200 pounds walking around looking good? Like, as in what she's saying, like you don't know she's 200 pounds. How many women that's 200 pounds that don't look like they're 200 pounds? The ones that I know, they look 200 pounds. Like, not in a good way. They just look 200 pounds. How many Jabari?
Very, very, very
small number.
Very few. Small
number. Yep. Shout out to Gaines. He says, yeah, they're trying to get that look and will never achieve it. Bars, just take your body to its genetic potential. Same thing for the dudes. Some of us will never look shredded like those with good genes. And quite frankly, and you got a point, which is why working out is so important. If the average guy actually worked out, okay, they will be closer to getting to that 6-pack or looking really shredded. Now, we know if you want to be shredded, you're going to have to do things that are above average, right? So when you look at a shredded physique, you can clearly tell that they've worked out. So it's almost like the person who has raw talent versus the person who had to work for what they got. The person that worked consistently all the time compared to the guy who has raw talent who never worked for it, the guy with the work ethic will always end up beating the guy with the raw talent. Why? Because the guy that has the great work ethic has consistency. The guy that has the work ethic understands his predisposition. So he's going to give it that much more effort. Keyword, he's going to give that much more effort into where he's trying to go versus the guy that has the raw talent, born with it. Great. But they've not perfected their talent. The guy with the raw talent eventually would pass that guy. Now, I'm speaking in general. I'm not saying this is going to happen with everybody. There are people who will work very hard and will still not get to it. I'm going to give you an example. A guy who's 6'2" in the NBA will never become a center. No. You're not going to be a center. Because why? The center is typically about 6'10" up, 6'9" minimum. And Ben Wallace was like 6'9", 6'10", but he was bodying them. You know what I'm saying? He was exceptional. So there's certain things you just have to be realistic about. Now, when we're talking about being shredded, realistically, there are guys who can get shredded. There are guys that can get shredded. You can do that, but you do have to work at it. You have to just work at it. That's right.
It got to be very detailed with it. And following up with old boy's comment, I remember listening to this podcast just recently of a guy I know who stated himself who's heavily into fitness. He's a coach here in town, and he said that he's pretty much in pretty solid shape for his age. I think he's at least 40. But he said it himself that he knows he'll never get a full 6 or 8 pack.
Mm-hmm.
But he's good with what he's got. With some definitions, he's okay with that.
Right.
It's all about accepting where you are and loving yourself for that. And as you're, making your progress, being okay with that. And back to that with it takes universal fitness. You can't take the shortcuts. Yeah. Period. Don't be like Drake. Don't be like Big Sean. Okay, it's too late. All right.
Drake and Big Sean for their fake abs.
Yeah, the ad don't do what they did with the ab.
Fellas,
itching.
Don't get your fake abs.
Don't do that.
Because then you're gonna have the shredded abs, but your arms gonna look weak.
Exactly. And everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody ain't cool about it.
Call them out, bro. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Anybody realizes that.
We go by body mass index for real.
Yeah, I realize it. I'm shape versus.
What's going on?
Okay.
Who
goes by body mass index? That's what I'm saying.
I do.
Okay, ladies.
You said it.
Ladies, BMI. Ladies, do y'all, and even fellas too, I want y'all thoughts about this. Fellas, are we going off of the BMI when it comes to a beauty standard for the ladies? Are we going off of BMI? Comment below. I'm going to keep playing the video, but comment below. Let me know what y'all think.
Man, yeah, me too.
Think about it like this. Think about it like this. Whenever you, and I'm not trying to pick on you, like, you can consider kind of thick. Let's say, for example, you got pregnant.
Okay, she bit back.
You got a big back.
In your third trimester, you probably would have gained maybe 50 to 60 pounds. Can you imagine? Imagine what you look like.
No, I know exactly what I look like. I know exactly what I would look like. I have three kids.
And the issue is, do you also know the challenge of coming down from that weight too? Right?
Boom. No. You know the challenges of coming down in weight. Broski, is there a beauty standard for our ladies? Number one question. Second question, do y'all go off of the BMI when it comes to picking your ladies? He had a good point. He had a really good point. Shout Again says, just get your body to the best it can be. I agree. He says, some chicks be looking like pee most big but no legs. Shout out to my dog Ernest in the building, man. What's going on, man? What's going on? Shout out to K in the building. What's going on? Yo, he said they be looking like the letter P. Be skinny leg. Bro, I'm going to tell you this. I seen a BBL gains look so bad. Jabari.
Yeah.
Dog. Legs was like a track athlete, but like the butt of her was like damn Buffy the Body back in the day. It was insane. Her back was like slim. Like you could tell she was a slim chick. Like it just doesn't match. Here's what's worse. The girl was doing cardio, running, and all you saw was just butt cheek, and then the legs was just like so small. You could tell she could barely. Man, it just looked bad, man. Shout out to my dog Ernest. Not much, bro. Hope you're doing as well as I am. I'm doing amazing right now, bro. Doing amazing. Yeah, I've seen some pretty bad BBLs, man. Let's keep going.
Right.
But here's the crazy part that I don't think anybody really factors in when they're saying like these numbers.
Hold on,
right?
before you say that, you do know the challenge of coming down from that, right?
Yes.
And most people, you did it. You could do it. But most women are not cut out to be able to come down from the weight like that. You know that.
Especially.
Yep. I'm telling you, it's true. It's difficult to get that weight off if you don't have a background of working out. You got to have a background of working out. If you don't have a background of working out, it's going to be harder for you to lose weight. I've trained clients that have been overweight who do not have an athletic background. You can tell them to do something basic, and it's almost like they're, just straining themselves. Why? Because they don't have the workout background. And so what happens is the average people that don't, they typically get frustrated. They get frustrated. They like, man, I can't do it. Their discipline starts to lack. Their discipline starts to drop off, like terribly drop off. And again, this is why I say it's important for our ladies to get in shape early and now, like start ASAP. If they start ASAP, like he said, whenever you gain the weight from having children, you know it's going to be harder for you to lose the weight. Now, if you have a workout background and have been working out, then there's a higher likely chance that you'll lose the weight easier. And the snatch back will be amazing.
Yeah.
That's the key. We love to see the snatch back, ladies. If y'all gonna have the babies with y'all husbands and all that stuff, the snatch back is great. There's more than likely you'll have a great snatch back if you had worked out first.
Yeah. And believe me, I see it all the time in my gym with women that are
See that guy standing while everyone else is kneeling?
Go ahead, bro.
That are in there like very much pregnant. They are like babies almost due. They still in the gym.
Yeah.
Because they know.
I've seen that too.
But you can guess which race.
What's the race? What's the race? Go ahead.
Go. These women that I see are pretty much white. But
Bro,
get it after it though.
But here's the thing. This is why I can comfortably say you're right. I'm gonna tell you why. When you look up the numbers of who's the most fit in the nation regarding your demographic. Now, let's be clear. More men are going to be more fit than women. Why? Because A, we're just men. We are just genetically, and we have a genetically better chance of staying fit due to our biology. So you got to separate the two. You can't compare a woman working out to a guy working out. It's different. You're going to have your exceptions to the rule, obviously, but we're talking in general. So as men, the ones who work out the most are going to be between the white men and the black men. The only difference is like a point something percent of who is the most active. Let's take it to the ladies. The most active demographic for the women in America are white women. They are the most active. Then you have the Asian women. And then you have the Latino women. And then the black women are dead last. And that's in any age group. And that's strictly based on generalities, numbers in the nation. So yes, you can say it. I'm gonna tell you, bro, I'll give you another story. I've seen at different gyms, there was a lady who was in a CrossFit gym, pregnant. When I say she was good 5 months pregnant. So the stomach was poking. Poking. Brody, she had a 6-pack over her pregnant body. You could see the 6-pack ridges.
Wow.
And I seen it to where I was going to that gym for about 2 months. At this point, it went from 5 months to 7 months. She was 7 months pregnant, still had a 6-pack abs over her belly. Belly.
Yeah, and guess what? Once she shreds that, and it's way easier for her. Like soon after birth, once get back into the swing of things for fitness, it's not going to be too much of a drop off. It's going to be just as normal. Might take a little bit of effort, but it'll eventually melt off.
Yeah,
I've seen it with people I know. It's happened.
That's real. I agree. Shout out again says, no, not really. It's a preference. Most dudes would prefer a thick, athletic woman, but the skinny but healthy with nice curves. It's preference. Most dudes won't prefer a big back, though. I agree.
True.
And shout out to Ernest, man. He says, true, never compare yourself to anyone but yourself. I agree, man. It's just set a high standard for yourself so that way you know where you're going. You know what I'm saying? I get it. There are people that do this. I want people just to get used to just being their best self, meaning their best fit self, and don't necessarily worry about somebody else because somebody else's chapter 10 is somebody else's chapter 1. You did.
There
So
you
you
go.
got to
Right.
kind of put that into perspective when it comes to these types. Shout again says it's like Lee Haney and Matt Mendenhall. Lee worked his ass off and won the Olympia 8 times. Matt was genetically gifted but lacked the work ethic that Lee possessed. He could have easily beat Lee, but he didn't put the work in. You dig? That was a perfect example, man. Shout out to my dog Kale's in the building. Yeah. Let's continue on with the video.
Good.
Was that?
No, that's good. Did not know that. That was good.
Yep.
Didn't know that.
Weight, and it's connected directly to the beauty standard, and we're going by the BMI. There is something that's not accounted for, which is ethnicity, because in all honesty, a white woman standing at 5'4" being 140 pounds and a black woman standing at 5'4" being 140 pounds looks completely different.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
You heard that?
Yeah.
A white woman at 5'4" and a black woman at 5'4" is completely different. What you got on that, bro?
You saw my face, when she was talking, and why are you spilling out this hogwash, this foolishness?
Ooh, boy, the black community has got a lot to work to do.
Yeah, and the stats do not back up what she's saying. Period.
How you doing, Rossi?
Nothing but deflection. Nothing but sign language. Sign language in an acronym form.
You know what this is? This is that same, the diet don't work for you, the same bullshit.
Exactly.
The diet don't work for you, the same, Lord. You can take a 5-foot white woman and a 5-foot black woman, it's going to be different.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you the difference. They be eating too much.
Greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name.
They got to stop eating. Let me stop, man. Let me stop. We're going to keep playing, by the way, because this is just the introduction. This is what she just said first. I want to see what the other people got to say. Shout out to Ernest. He says, and to be honest with you, when it comes to my health, I'm not going to waste my time comparing myself to anybody who can't seem to stay in shape. My brother, I agree. We got to stay in shape for ourselves. You dig? Let's keep going.
It looks completely different. And I noticed that across all races. Like,
that's been debunked, though. I'm in the insurance industry. I work in health insurance, and that has been debunked. There's only a difference of like 0.03%.
You don't feel like it, like, I'm not talking about statistics or on paper. I'm saying when you physically look at it.
Yeah, but a weight is weight. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Weight is weight. And it's only.
Weight is weight. I don't care what gender you are. I don't care what race you are. Weight is weight.
And you saw how everybody agreed. Everybody agreed with the doctor.
That big bag nonsense. It's that racist bullshit. Look at Gaines. Bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Bullshit. That's the bullshit meter right there. Since when the hell does race have a goddamn look? That let me let that lady cook real quick. Hold on. I feel like she about to start sizzle cooking on that girl. She about to start firing up, flame her up.
Only been debunked because they used to say, oh, we can be bigger as African American people because maybe our butts are bigger, or whatever, which is true. But the thing, it does not throw off that BMI scale much. Like, we cannot allot for a 200-pound, 5-foot woman and say because she has a big butt, she's overweight, she's obese. So, but again, that has been debunked about that. But we are a little thicker in certain spaces, but the weight is weight for sure.
Let me tell you something. Ladies, you got to earn your butt. You got to earn it. You have to earn it. See, I'm gonna tell you the difference. And I'm probably listen, I might get canceled for this shit, but guess what? I'm gonna speak the truth. I remember back then when there was some white women who did not have black girl butts. I remember white girls was flat. They was flat assed. And the black girls had they had them cheeks. Bro, what do you see nowadays? How many white women you seen with some thickness on them now?
A good bit.
I see them family competing. But here's the difference.
But go ahead.
Think about the numbers. There are more white women that go to the gym. So if they're going to go to the gym, and if they went from flat back Becky to thick ass Tanya, and all they did was go to the gym, why can't our sisters do that? Think about the point I just made up. There's people who have raw talent, black women, with their ass. Then there's people who have hard work ethic. The white woman with no ass. Over time, if the raw talent, black women, didn't work out and they just performed on raw talent, over time, the work ethic is going to catch up.
Right.
But when our women get in the gym, they going to be good too. Come on, man.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, she cooked her ass. Oh, she cooked her. Look, she fried her ass, took her out the pan, dusted her off with a napkin, bro, and threw it back in the frying pan and sizzled her ass up." Shot again says, "Then she be like, the diet don't work for her the same. Ain't this about a bitch?"
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have a question real fast because we always bring up the weight. Are we talking about because it doesn't look good, or are we talking about health wise?
No, it's when you get on the scale and what the weight say. It don't matter how you shape. It's what happens when you get on that scale.
Woo! It don't matter the weight. It matters on when. Look, she said, whatever. Don't matter how it look. The weight is what it is. The weight is what it is. They see. This is a perfect example. People are worried about the look. They do not, bro. How many people you know that say, "I don't care about the weight as long as it look good"?
Look at that.
That's some bullshit. Listen, you need to be worried about the weight if you overweight. Yeah. How many women you know that's gonna say, "Oh, as long as I got my curves, I don't care about no scale"? Let me tell you something. You shouldn't care about the scale if you got more muscle than fat. If you don't know if you have more muscle, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all something. A fat ass typically, and I said this shit 2 shows ago, a fat ass typically comes with big back action.
You got a big back.
It come with pig feet, hog maws, green beans.
You got a big back.
It come with brunching every weekend.
You got a big back.
It come with high cholesterol.
You got a big back.
And it come with heart issues, and it comes with walking up and down the stairs when you get tired because you're not doing no cardio.
You got a big back.
All because it fits in the right place.
You got a big back.
And you're overweight.
You got a big back.
Like Miss Dr. Lady O said, the weight is the mother loving weight. What it say on the scale is what it is.
You got a big back.
Big back ass. Can you believe what she said, bro?
Nuts. Yeah, I know.
Mm-mm. It is. It's nuts. I want to hear what she got to say next.
No, I'm strictly talking about how it looked. Me personally,
exactly. Because a lot of times
Simp a ninja.
Simp.
I care about how it look.
Get it out of here.
Ladies, stop listening to this foolishness. I don't care about the weight. I just care about how it look. That ninja right there is the simp ninjas that be in them DMs. You know what, bro? I guarantee that dude hopped in that girl DMs real quick. Girl, I accept you in your big back obese ass as long as it's shaped right. Tell this nigga to shut the f up. You feel me? Shout out to Gang says, man, that lady was not bullshitting. She told them straight facts. I agree. Shout out to Brown Baldy. Bro, remember that video I sent you on IG with the airline crew lifting them obese? Bro, that's the next one I'm going to show. That's the next one I'm gonna show.
Ooh.
Yeah, man, bro, it's real. Listen, simp ninjas like that is gonna be the one that's gonna be helping carrying that lady up the little airlift. Cause he care about the look more than the goddamn weight. See, ladies, men like this gonna keep you big backing. He gonna keep you out of control and big backing. He's gonna be the one that's gonna tell you, oh, go put them black leggings on and a black shirt so you can hide them rolls. Oh, I said that shit. As long as he clapping cheeks, he don't care. He's gonna tell you to hide the stomach. No matter of fact, that's the wrong one. He gonna tell you to hide the damn stomach. Ladies, he keeping y'all overweight, just like goddamn Dr. Umar. Ladies, I'll take you obese with your sugar, honey, milk, and sweet iced tea. This nigga need to sit his sweet ass down. The game said, "Yo, BB, that shit was insane." Yeah, bro, I'm gonna play it next. Once we go over this video,
I can envision how it looks.
Oh, bro. Matter of fact, here I'm gonna do. Fuck it, we gonna play it. Hold on, let me go ahead and pull this shit up, cause bro, it is insane. It's straight up insane. Let me pull this shit up. Hold on, Brown Body. I'm pulling it up right now, bro.
Let's see how this is. I'm curious.
Yeah, man, this shit fucking crazy, bro. They were literally trying to pull this lady up and lift her ass on the goddamn airlift. Like that shit meant something, bro. Here you go. Hold on. Let me share it. Y'all see this shit? Look how many men it is. 1, 2, 3. There's another person. 4. Probably some over here. 5. So far, we have 6 men.
7.
1 woman. Look at this ninja shit. Oh, let's recount. Let's do a recount. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 grown men. 7 of them. Oh, we have an 8th man. 8 grown men. 8 black men picking up this 1 black woman
to get on a step,
bro. 8 black men, fully grown men. Bruh,
you couldn't walk.
Here's the worst part.
Wait, she couldn't walk,
bro. Look at the wheelchair on the left. You see the wheelchair? You know she came in a wheelchair.
Small.
Bruh. We got to do better, y'all. We've got to do better. It took 8 grown-ass men to carry that woman up this... Bro. That's a damn shame. That is a damn shame. Shout out to Game says, man, this ninja only want to clap some cheeks and that's it. Bro, I swear, bro. I'm gonna tell you, I think black men have a cheeks problem, bro. Like I really do. I think that they don't get enough.
Yeah.
I think they just addicted to the cheeks, bro, where they're almost willing to let they women just get out of shape and be big backing. And this, man, this is a high risk of cholesterol and heart issues. But they don't care as long as they hitting the coochie. I think y'all just need to stop having sex, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I think y'all just need to fast from sexing. Think about the Bible. If y'all fast from pleasure, y'all know how strong y'all are. Y'all, it's these weak ass, simp ass black men. I'm gonna call them out. These weak ass, simp ass black men who can't say no to some coochie, and then gonna slide in some DMs and keep their woman big backing. That's a damn shame. Shout out to Brown Ball. He says, real talk. Those type of ninjas only clapping them type of cheeks in private. I'll be honest. They simping, and I don't think a lot of them are clapping the cheeks anyway.
No.
They lucky if they clapping the cheeks. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. Them ladies got a bunch of simps in their phone. They got a bunch of simps sending them all kinds of crazy stuff. It's a sad, sad show. Shout out to Brown Body. He says, "Hey, yo, bro, Dr. Umar needs a reality check." Oh, yeah, we checked them last show. Got the nerve to tell brothers today only black women, but not the fit black women or fit women in general. Bro, I cooked his ass that last show I did. I was like, dog, you mean to tell me? Matter of fact, hell, I'll pull it up right now.
We wanted it.
I'll pull it up right now. Hold on. I'll pull that shit up. Because I just couldn't believe the audacity. Now I'm a reasonable man. I believe Dr. Umar is a smart man. I really do. I think he's a smart guy. But I'm gonna be honest. Dr. Umar be simping just like that simp ass nigga we just saw on the last show.
Right.
He's simping too. And even though Dr. Umar is as smart as you are, you know better. You talk about the black community so much and being an advocate. Be an advocate for getting their ass in shape.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all seen this one, man. Look at this video. Let me know if y'all can hear it in the comment section too, by the way. Because this shit's nuts.
Person that's obese, if we're calling them beautiful, right? You're a beautiful woman or whatnot.
So you can't be beautiful if you're obese?
I mean...
Yeah, because he want them obese.
I mean, you could still be beautiful, but like in terms of beauty standards...
Whose beauty standards?
Oh my God. But you bought the bottle of beer. Well, the society that you're in.
Whose society?
Look at this mess. Whose society?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Western.
You're
Yeah,
talking about white standards.
yeah.
And why the hell do I care what man considers beautiful?
Let me tell you something. If a white man considers his women not obese beautiful, why can't we? So you mean to tell me that black men think that we can just take obese women? Because that's essentially what he's saying.
Yeah.
After we was leaving, after I left, other people.
Because you grew up in the society.
What that got to do with me?
Come on now, dog.
So you're programmed the same way we were programmed.
Nah, not me. I deprogram myself. I don't want no Caucasian or her beauty standards. Give me a queen. Give it to me chocolate. Give it to me caramel. Give it to me butter almond. Give it to
Look. Look at the face. Look at the face, y'all. When he said, "Give it to me, chocolate, beautiful queen, honey iced tea," this bro was about to bust a rhyme out. Yeah, girl, give me that chocolate, honey. Like he about to bust a Wu-Tang song. And look at this girl smiling. Yep. I'll take your obese girl. This is what simp ninjas. Dr. Umar is a simp ninja, and he's showing y'all this is what the woke black men do. They will simp for the coochie. They simping. And they're going to keep our women big back. So ladies, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Don't be following these simp ninjas because they're keeping you big back just because they can make you put a freaking smile on their face. Look how that girl is smiling. She ain't even overweight.
No.
And she's still smiling because she loved that shit.
The coddling.
Coddling bullshit. Keeping us
and the bears out in effect.
What'd you say, bro?
I said the panda bears are out in effect.
Boy, this nigga a panda bear and this motherfucker grizzly bear. He looked like a damn grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Big back ass ninja Dr. Umar.
To be butterscotch, give me fudge. I want a queen. I don't want no pale princess.
What?
I'm straight.
I mean, obesity doesn't need to necessarily be with European women. That could be in the black community as well.
You can, because you are obese does not make you unattractive.
Don't miss.
And you also
to Dr. Umar
have to make sure that we're not assuming that the obesity is strictly due to lack of dietary discipline, because you can be obese for genetic factors, you could be obese for medical factors, you could be obese for psychological.
Did you see that?
Factors.
Managing body.
In fact,
insecurity. Hold on, let me rewind this. Can I rewind this? Oh man, it ain't gonna let me rewind it. Shit. Did y'all? I don't know if y'all saw that, bro.
The biggest reasons that we do overeat is because when you are eating and drinking, the process,
it's okay to take your shirt off.
That's in the brain that allows you to experience depression and anxiety. It is arrested while you are eating. In other words, we are calmer when we eat. This is why when somebody wants to get you to close out a deal, they'll invite you to lunch. Let's go to dinner and talk about that. Because if I get you comfortable, you're more likely to sign on as opposed if you're not. So people eat to stop thinking about their problems. The biggest reason we have obese black women isn't because they're in love with food. It's because they're in love with the peace.
they eating too much. And Dr. Umar simp ass ninjas is taking them obese. So if the problem is they eating too much, Dr. Umar, if you are an advocate for the Black community, you know the issues of being obese. You know the issues of being obese. So if you know that there's a psychological issue, if you're a clinical psychologist, and if you know that they're eating too much, and if they're having a psychological fetish of food, you know it's gluttony. That's a sin. You're going to promote sin in our community, Dr. Umar. You're going to promote evil in the community by telling them to be obese. But you're supposed to be a clinical psychologist. Am I off here? What? I heard the same thing y'all heard. Am I off here? Do y'all even agree? I don't even understand this. Shout out to my dog, Ernest in the Bills. He says, see, this is why people just don't want to make something they don't want to make some everyday change into their lives. I agree. He says, now I said this one, and I'll say it again. Like my pastor always said, if you tired, what you've been reaping, change what you are sowing. Agreed. It's sad, Jabari.
It is.
That's crazy, man. Shout out to Brown Ball. It says, Gaines, Umar is like a Derek Jackson. 100%.
Yep.
Only telling women what they want to hear. Remember, he did a spot with Sukiana.
Yeah.
Yep. For a minute, I thought you had a whole panel on the show. No, bro, like we have to talk about this. We probably need to have a whole panel. Next time I'm gonna do a panel, I'm gonna invite a bunch of people. I'm gonna invite a big ass panel of people. We're gonna talk about this shit because this has got to stop.
Yeah.
It's got to stop. Shout out Game says, yo, I don't know what dude talking about, bruh. He needs to get his ass in the gym.
Yeah, he does have some rules. Yeah.
That's the problem. And see, oh Lord, and think about all the ladies' requirements when it comes to their men and dating standards. I want a fit guy. I want a guy who's on point. I want a guy who's honest. I want a motherfucker who's loyal. This, that, and the third. And then you got people like Dr. Umar gonna take y'all ass obese and be okay with the Black community but participating in gluttony.
Mm-hmm.
But you a clinical psychologist, you know that's a sin, and you know that's a psychological issue. And if you say that they love food that much to where they get obese, don't you think that's a clinical issue? I'm not a psychologist at all, and I can tell you right there, that's a clinical issue.
Yeah.
I mean, god dang, bro. Shout out Game says, I can't stand that shit, bro. I can't stand it either, man. A man should want his woman to be healthy and strong so she can survive childbirth and have a good quality life as she gets older. This whole thick big back movement is trash, bro.
It is.
Right now, like I said this shit about 3 shows ago when I was talking to my boy D, and he said, I'm gonna quote him, we want a builder booty. A builder booty means one that a lady had earned. She earned that ass through hard work. I'm gonna tell you right now, a fat ass in this generation comes with a fupa. It comes with big back ass snacks.
You got a big back.
It comes with ham hocks and chitlins.
You got a big back.
It comes with every single piece of bad attitude and a bad psychology.
You got a big back.
Not a builder booty. A builder booty comes with good standards for herself and for the man that she chooses to lay down with. A builder booty is not going to be the one out here acting crazy. Listen, fellas, get you a builder booty chick. Not one of these chicks that's just out here for attention like that.
Exactly.
I'm being dead ass serious. Shout out to Game. It says, not because we're calmer when we eat doesn't mean we should overeat. My boy, thank you. Does this ninja want better for the Black community? I'm going to tell you the truth.
He does not.
And I'm going to say it again. I'm a reasonable man. I think Dr. Umar is a smart man. I think he's a very smart and intellectual brother. But I will have to call out the bullshit. When you sit up here and tell me that you will take an obese woman as long as she's black and fine and all types of good wine and all this other bullshit to make her smile to the point where you accept gluttony in the lady that you chose to lay down with, brother, that shows a standard in your own self. I don't care how smart you are. Your standards are so low that you're willing to take a gluttonous psychological issued woman and take her obese knowing that she has an issue just because she's black. That's to me, that's a problem. Shout out to my dog Kendall in the building, man. What's going on? Shout out to my dog Bobby in the building, man. And shout out to Ernest. He says something has definitely got to change because this is way too much. And Ernest, this is the truth. This is online. Shout out to Brown Body. He says, when I was talking about this type of when I used to be on Facebook, I got called a woman hater. Yet, these are the same type of women who fall for the bullshit, bro. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. They'll blame Dr. Umar for what their issues were. And quite frankly, I don't disagree. And sometimes, and I'm an advocate for the guys, and I love my ladies, but I gotta side with my ladies on this one. It's men like this is gonna keep their ass overweight. They have no self-control. Ladies, if your man lets you do whatever with no control, he's gonna keep you obese. He's gonna keep you wearing black clothes because you obese, just so you can stuff it in there and you can hide behind your clothes. Just for your man to be telling you you look like sugar honey, iced tea, sweet lemonade, Wu-Tang Clan bars. Bullshit.
Yup.
Bullshit. Shout out to Jenny. Says Dr. Umar is seriously most racist person. I'm gonna be honest. I believe he's racist too. I think he is racist. And I think part of that is a problem. I think it is. I think part of that racism is poisoning the black community. I'm going to call it out. This woke bullshit is making people that listen to him racist, and it's keeping our women obese. It's promoting gluttony. It's promoting sin. And it's promoting hate. Hate for the other cultures. It's bullshit. Bro, I could not tell you how many times. Listen, I've been called racist by my own people. How are you going to call me racist? I'm black just like everybody else is. How y'all going to call? And Jenny, this is real life. I've been called a racist by my own people. By calling out people like Dr. Umar. I'm racist because I want better for my community. When I say that this man is, what he said in this interview is promoting obesity, and I call it out in the black community, I get called a racist in the black community. That's the bullshit that happens. Shout out to Brittany. She says, I'm not paying no attention to his ass. When he need to unbig it. Bro, this is a part of the culture. This is the poison in the culture. This is part of the gluttony. Gluttony is a sin. This whole vanity bullshit is a sin. They going for the look. And just like that lady said in that last clip, well, does it matter because it looks good? Should the weight really matter? Of course the weight matters. Are you freaking kidding me? You mean to tell me you're okay with obese as long as you thick in the right places? See, this, I don't hear this said from nobody but our women. Nobody but our women. I don't hear no white woman say that bullshit. I don't hear no Asian woman say that bullshit. I hear a few Latinas say that. I ain't gonna cap. I hear a few little Puerto Ricans. But you just don't hear this en masse except for in our community. It's a sad, sad world. And shout out to Jenny. She says, and encouraging women to be obese is not okay. Quite frankly, Jenny, it's promoting genocide. Because you're killing us all. We know that there's a health issue and health risk with obesity. You increase your chances of mortality, meaning you increase your risk of offing yourself. Offing yourself. You increase that risk whenever you're obese. You don't think about the heart issues that come with obesity. They don't think about none of this stuff. You're right, it's not. And shout out to Brown Body. He says, speaking of sin, it's funny how folks say cussing is a sin, but not taking care of their body and taking advantage of people is a sin too. Man, listen, they don't want to hear that, Brown Body. They don't want to hear it. Earn that booty and build that booty. I agree, Jenny. Earn that ass. This movement is nothing but reverse psychology. I like what you're thinking. This is no different than in the 80s and 90s when super thin was in and the young women and girls were killing themselves through starvation and meat. Woo!
Yeah.
This is 100% just like that, Brittany. And that was on the opposite side. They killing themselves to get skinny. Now they killing themselves to get a fat ass. Literally. And I'm going to be quite frank. I think more people are dying trying to get a fat ass than they was trying to get skinny.
That's right.
Come on. Societal standards. Agreed. Brittany, you preaching. Side the game says, you said it, Brown Baldy. You can't stand manipulators. And that's what he's doing. Black women, he's that particular segment of what he said, that's a manipulation. Because he's not coming at this out of love. Because if he was coming at this out of love, he knows that if what he's saying is true, if what he's saying is black women's problem is they eat too much and they have an obesity problem, and if he's going to take them obese, that's not coming out of love. That means if you know that's a problem and you continue to be accepting of the problem, if you accept the problem, you're a part of the problem. Right. Logically. So that's manipulation. And I'm going to tell you how I know it's manipulation. Do you remember when that lady was smiling so hard when he was giving all kinds of compliments? Girl, you look like he wasn't even talking to her and she was still smiling about it.
Yeah.
So it just shows you the psyche of what he's doing. Manipulating. Come on, man. Shout out to Brittany says, this gave birth to eating disorders, which later was also classified as a mental disorder. Well, Brittany, guess what? If you eat too damn much with obesity, that's a mental disorder too. Mm-hmm. And for him to be a clinical psychologist and know this information and be accepting of it should let you know where he stands in the black community. Ball. I'm calling out all this bullshit. Shout out to Brittany says, this just seems like the same thing about reversing. You are 100% right. Shout out to Game says, at the end of the day, bruh, just trying to collect a check. And see, that's the real evil. He's keeping the community big back for the money. Whoo! Ladies, he keeping y'all overweight to get a check off y'all. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame, man. What you got to say about this shit, Jabari? This is crazy, dog. Check off y'all.
Gotta be wary of all these false promises, all those that are spreading feel good Kool-Aid to keep you in your own prison.
For real. In a real way. Keeping y'all ass in a prison. Ladies, don't be falling for this bullshit. Shout out Jenny says, you boys and Chris always say how you look absolutely matters. It shows self-discipline. Agreed. When you go to the gym consistently, it shows discipline. When you build that booty, you earn that shit. That's discipline. Shout out to Brown Body says, Cobe, I've been called the 4-letter word that begins with a C and ends with an N. Oh, I have too, brother. Because I'm speaking about mine. Yeah, no, for real. Shout out to Pettyway in the building, man. What's going on? And shout out to Ernest. He says, preach, brother. Shout out to Bobby. He says, Dr. Umar be on some bullshit sometimes. And he's a goofy. He 100% goofy. Matter of fact, he worse than a goofy because he's keeping the community clinically below standard for money. For money. He's sinning himself. His big back ass is sinning with gluttony and he's sinning with the money. Do y'all really hear did y'all just hear what I said? He's sinning for the money. But me and Brown Body, we coons. We all coons. Matter of fact, brothers, we all coons. Because we don't simp for the money. We don't keep our women out of shape. We keep our women in shape by telling them the truth. I don't personally, I'm going to tell you the truth, and I personally don't care. I'm going to tell you the truth because I know it helps. I do my best to communicate the truth in the best way possible. I'm not going out here talking shit. I speak about this shit to my brothers. I want better for our community as a whole. I want to see better men. I want to see better women as a whole. And to me, it starts with us for sure. It starts with our mentality and what we teach our ladies, because our ladies going to listen to us if we know what we're talking about. But the ones that's not going to listen, they already lost cause. We're not worried about them. Same thing with the brothers. The brothers that ain't listening, they lost cause anyway. We talking about the ones that actually want to do something for real. We judge you based on what you do, based on what your resume shows. What does your resume show? Shout out to Brittany says, people don't realize that this is psychological warfare. I'm calling this shit out. It is psychological warfare. Brown Body says straight up, it's a black man versus a black woman epidemic, and I can't stand that bullshit. That shit been going on for 10 years. How we fighting each other for 10 years and ain't nobody elevating nothing? Straight bullshit. You don't even hear this in other communities. but let a brother date a white female, and Umar will lose his shit. I'm gonna be real. I mean, brown body. I'm gonna keep it hot. It does too happen in other communities too. I think it's a Western society thing because I hear white men complain about their white women too sometimes. I'm gonna be honest. They're married at a higher rate than we are, but that doesn't mean they don't go through shit either. They go through the same bullshit is because it's what the Western culture and society preaches, and we're gonna have our issues, right? And I don't think a relationship is perfect, but let's be clear, they're gonna have issues, but as long as we can all in general be on one accord, I think we'll be fine. I think our issues are a little bit more um our issues are a little bit more televised per se. Not necessarily we're on TV, but I think we're more televised because black people in general, black men and women, were the most influential. I think we're the most influential Americans. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Think about how many of us are on TV. Think about how many of us are worldwide famous. Think about this. The rest of the world thinks that there's a lot of black people in America when really we only make up about 13, 14%. We have such a small number in mass, but people think when they come to this country that it's a lot more of us because we impact the culture so much. Think about how much hip hop, and I don't want to get too far into it, but it's big for us to really, it's big for black women and black men to come together. And it's big because if we're separated, it just makes us look really bad. It makes us look disorganized, and it just doesn't put a respectable light or image on ourselves. Think about the freaking statue that's in New York, and that 12-foot mad, disgusting statue with the black woman with the mystical braids. When they come overseas and they see that, all they think is, man, this is crazy. Because you don't see that shit over there. Not in mass. There's black women all across the globe.
Nope.
And in America, we're the most overweight. And so we just got to do better. I mean, look about that video I post. Well, the video that I just showed, the one Brown Baldy sent with the African lady. Yep. Those were 8 African men holding that lady up. So it's a global image that we just need to do better on as a whole. You dig? Shout out to Kels. He said, speaking facts, bro. This definitely facts. You definitely speaking it into what you always say, bro. But this is why I speak what I speak. It's because it's such a big issue. It's a big enough issue to where our images are getting affected by it. And it's worse because when our image is affected by it, you realize that black people are the most, to me, this is my opinion. I think that black people in America are the most influential race because we just change so much of the culture. So if we get it together on point, we can do some serious damage. Shout out to Elizabeth. What's going on? And I'm not trying to speak about this race thing because I think it's a Western culture society. I think this goes beyond race. I think white women and white men go through shit. I think Latino women and Latino men go through shit in America. I really do. I think it's a societal thing. When we speak about gluttony and all this eating and stuff, it happens across the nation. America, we accept all of these different chemicals in the food, and I gotta give credit where credit's due. Shout out to RFK. He's trying to promote and show how much the chemicals are in the food, and they're trying to change it, right? And this is other races. This isn't just black race. This is white race too. So it just goes to show you that we're trying to make a change because it is a problem. Shout out to Elizabeth. Says everyone goes through things. Exactly right. Everybody goes through things. So this is why we have to speak about it though. It's a Western culture thing. So we have to understand that since just remember, Jabari, remember the protein Cheerios we talked about?
Yep.
GMO.
Yep.
GMO has causes and links to cancer and all this stuff, right? And it's a protein cereal. They promote this protein stuff like it's supposed to be healthy for you.
And they found some other stuff in cashew too.
Say what?
They also found some other stuff in cashew too. I forgot what it was, but I came across it today.
Yeah. It's in our culture. It's the food. And that's why I promote mostly plant-based because it forces you to eat vegetables. And that's one thing that we don't eat enough of.
Right.
I remember we did. I remember me and Chris, see Marty Fit. We did a show where it was a zesty ninja doing food reactions, eating fucking Eggo waffles and ice cream sandwiches and shit. And it was so sad because we looked up how much that box cost for 4 ice cream sandwiches. It was like $6 to $8. It was either $6 or $8. It was expensive as fuck, but people are buying it. Hell, Kroger was sold out of ice cream sandwiches, the Eggo ice cream sandwiches. He did a video about eating it. That same $8, you can get 4 cans of chickpeas, and let me break this down. 1 can of chickpeas is a meal along with vegetables. $8, excuse me, $8 can get you 4 cans of chickpeas and a bag of vegetables. That will last you an entire day. 4 cans of chickpeas with vegetables, that's 4 meals. 4. And y'all buying ice cream sandwiches. Come on. Make it make sense. Shout out to Elizabeth. Says, absolutely. Our food is poisonous us. You know what it is? It's the choices, Elizabeth. It's our choices. We're choosing, we just talked about it. We're choosing to eat freaking Eggo waffle ice cream sandwiches versus taking that same $8 and buying a pack of chicken breasts, a bag of vegetables, some fruit. You dig? Y'all can actually go to the produce section and actually get you a nice, decent meal for $8, and you can feed a decent amount of people. Hell, I just said 4 cans of chickpeas like $4, and a bag of vegetables is another $4. That's 4 people that you could be feeding. Literally. Shout out to DJ Pettyway says that's true. I agree. And shout out to Lips says, not me. No sugar for me. No sugar for me either. And that's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
It's real. Shout out to Brittany. Shout out to Brown Body says straight up. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Shout out to Brittany says he's keeping people clinically sick in the mind, which will manifest into physical sickness. Exactly. It starts in your mind first, and then your body follows right behind it. Shout out to Gang says, man, you go always be a coon if you try to tell black people it needs to be better or we need to do better. Man, listen. Black people are the only people that's going to tell you what you need to do when they ain't got shit to tell you what it is. Meaning they ain't got the results of telling you what you need to do. Like, let's say if you got a business, Jabari.
Yeah.
And you out here promoting your business. A black person with no business going to tell you what you need to do with your business. Brother, when the last time you invested in me? Don't tell me what I got to do with my business. And I'm going to tell you, this is the low life black community. Because it's people that are in the community that are really good, but there are some low lives, and I think there's low lives in all communities, right? But I'm gonna be honest, black people, we are the only ones that will clown you for doing something good. You know, my homeboy got clowned for going to college. He said, "Yo, going to college ass, you old nerd ass going to college." I said, "You really making a diss because somebody's making an accomplishment, dog." Oh, going to college, like he's supposed to make fun of somebody for doing something really good. Boy, that shit had me here. I said, man, we down bad. We lost 1,000 points. Shout out to Brown Boy. Hey, yo, also keep in mind, Japan, that metabolic law, where you have certain waistlines, and if you don't meet the standard, the government gets involved to get you right. Hey, listen, we might need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might need that in America, boy. Hey, they might round them up in these camps. Shout out to Brown Body says, thanks for sharing that information about the Western culture. I had no idea other races did the women versus men shit too. Listen, white men been complaining about they women first before black men was anyway. Think about the passport bros. That started by white men. White men are the one that started passport bros because they the first ones that was having problems with their women. Then our women started having issues, and then the black men started to complain and all this other bull. And that's why I say we're just more loud with ours, right? Because black people, we real loud when we talk. We got something to say. We always got something to say. So it makes us seem like we are the ones that have the most issues. When in actuality, bro, these white women be tricking these white men too, bro, and vice versa. It be bad across the like. That's why I say it's a Western culture thing. Like it's people in general in the West that have these issues. 50% of the marriages are failing. It ain't just from one race. It's from a collective of races. A collective, my boy. Shout out to Brittany. You right, Kobe. According to Forbes, the average size of a woman in America is a size 16, 18. God damn. And 5'4" at 170. Y'all see, she did the numbers. She did the numbers. Shout out to Kells. He said, mind first. Yo, if you tell your mind you can do it, you can do it. But if you tell your mind that you can't do it, then you can't do it. And you won't do it. Shout out to Ernest. He says, who can tell you what foods to eat and what foods to avoid eating? I can tell you what foods to avoid eating. If you avoid eating processed foods, I guarantee that you'll be on a healthier route. That's why you get a nutritionist, because a nutritionist is going to tell you what you can eat and what not to eat anyway. Shout out to Pettyway. Says eating beans and rice right now is $2. See? Look at that. $2. That's what we call that, Pettyway. We call that a poor man's diet. We call it rice and bean diet. When you ain't got no money. Y'all have been broke before. Don't be acting like, hey, look, I speak about this, man. I ain't always had dollars. I ain't saying I'm rich, but I ain't saying I'm broke. But I'm going to tell you right now, I done had situations where I done had to eat rice and beans. I done had to eat a can of black beans and got some white rice, dog. I be eating because I ain't had no bread. So y'all know it's come on, man. Y'all ain't gonna have me preaching to y'all. I done had oodles and noodles. I done had all kinds of stuff, man. Look. Boy, drinking tap water, boy, because you ain't had man. Come on, man. Y'all don't hear me. Let me nah, y'all ain't went through it. Y'all ain't went through shit. Yeah. They ain't went through nothing, Jabari. They don't know nothing about them bologna sandwiches.
Tap water with the cereal.
They don't know about that tap water. Now I ain't even had, bro. We ain't cereal out the bag. We ain't even had no milk to put in.
Damn.
Well, we ain't cereal out the box. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep it raw. I still eat if I do eat cereal, it's gonna be out the box. No milk, no water. Straight out the box. Bro, I remember in high school, dog, we get out of football. I would have a big box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch sitting by my bed, eating them Jones, watching TV, dog. I'll be up. Man, look, y'all don't hear me. Man, we from the country. We eating bologna sandwiches and eating box cereal. What y'all talking about? Shout out to Ernest, man. He said, fellas, if you want to start eating right, look for a registered dietitian. Yeah, man, get a dietitian, man. They're going to keep it real with you in a real way. Shout out to Gang. He says, you can even eat fish like tilapia, rich in protein, low in fats. Agreed. Team that up with some rice and veggies, you good to go. See, it's so many foods you can eat for the low that's going to fill you up. And that's a whole food. That's a whole food. Matter of fact, Gaines, I'm gonna give you one better. If y'all eat swai fish, SWAI, it's a white fish. It's lean protein. It's cheap and it's a huge fish. And I'm telling you right now, bake that thing in the oven, bro, in 350 degrees. Put some Old Bay seasoning on it. Oh man, get you a bag of mixed vegetables, dog. Get you some rice. Whoo! You talking about a good meal? Shit, boy. Shout out to Brown Ball. He says, bruh, I got clown for taking up martial arts by ninjas, aka nookas. Yet, they got corona bellies, Newport lungs, mixed with diabetes. Bro, listen, they only clowning you, bro, because they know that you gonna whoop their tail. So they gotta project themselves to be tough, even though they got corona bellies.
Yeah.
I can't stand these big back ass ninjas with these skinny jeans talking shit because they can't move their body. Listen, half of them can't even keep their balance, Brown Baldy. If you put them boys on a snowboard, they falling over. Hell, tell them to stand on one leg and lift their knee up. They falling. I guarantee I give them 5 seconds. They falling over, bro. They can't keep their balance. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you one better, Brown Baldy. Tell them boys to run a sprint down the street. I guarantee they're going to fall, bust their ass. They're going to stop within 5 seconds. They ain't going They balance is gonna drop their ass like damn Santa Claus. Boy, they gonna fall straight down. Shout out to Ernest, man, talking about a pescatarian. Hey, for real, in the real way. Pettyway laughing. Man, look, Pettyway, I'm for real. I'm dead ass serious. Y'all tell them boys to go sprint down the street. Boy, they skin their whole elbows up. They skin them up. 35 years old, sprint. They can't barely even, man, come on, man. They clowning somebody for taking martial arts. Man, tell them to shut their ass up. Shout out to Brittany says, yep, rice and beans is a go. Shout out to Gang says, you got me thinking now, Cobe. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, man. You gotta be thinking out here. You gotta be smart. Gotta be an intellectual brother in these streets, because if you not, man, they gonna be picking on everybody. You ain't gonna pick on me, man. Shit, we highly intellectual over here, and we do research.
Very enlightened. Yes,
man. We gonna get up out of here, man. We had a good ass show, man. Shit,
we did.
It was amazing show. I appreciate you pulling up, Jabbar, because that shit was.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, man. This was dropped, and all the good stuff we talk about gives us this perspectives, and we'll try to help people.
That's a fact.
Save these lives out here.
We really do, man. I honestly, and that's why I appreciate y'all, brothers, because like I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks like this. And quite frankly, I think more of us need to think like this, because you can call out the bullshit when you see it.
Yep, exactly. All that while it is, and try to lighten one person at a time. Always.
And I'm gonna be honest, listen, we got to come at people like Dr. Umar for career, because even though Dr. Umar's smart, listen, when it comes to fitness, he ain't got it.
No,
he ain't got it. He gonna keep our women obese. I'm gonna be the one to clean that up. Like, nah, Dr. Umar, stick to doing your clinical stuff. I'm gonna pull back up with your shit, and then I'm gonna clean it up from a fitness perspective to say, listen, our women should not be obese. Hell, no woman should be obese. I don't care what race you are. Get in shape.
That's right.
Get in shape and promote working out, because it's a necessity. See, people think that working out is a luxury, and that's not true. Working out is a necessity. That's right.
Yeah.
Working out is a necessity. We need to work out.
Absolutely.
30 minutes of cardio is bare minimum for 5 days out the week. Okay? You got to lift weights 2 to 3 days out the week. I personally say we're so behind in the black community, y'all need to be doing cardio damn near every day. Y'all also need to be going to the gym about 4-5 days out the week, hitting weights.
Only 5.
You need 5. You damn skippy. 5 days a week hitting the weights, and you need to do cardio every damn day.
And moderate weights, not lightweight.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. Get you, and ladies and fellas, get a personal trainer. Get a trainer. We don't have time to just try shit in the gym. You need to know what the F you doing. Get in the gym with some real ninjas. Get a personal trainer. Like Ernest said, get you a dietitian and do shit the right way. I'm tired of us being lazy. Black men, stop being lazy. Get y'all asses in the gym with a trainer so you can do the right freaking workout. Get your mind right. Do some cardio. And listen, and me and my guys, we do this. We have something called sweat equity. There's 30 minutes of sweat prayer. You pray and you sweat. You sweat when you pray. This is a workout prayer. It's a biblical prayer, and it's called working out. It's called sweating. The sweat is the proof that you prayed. So, fellas, I'm gonna challenge y'all real quick. 30 minutes of cardio daily. Get you some sweat equity. Listen, start y'all's day getting up doing 100 or plus burpees. You're gonna sweat. You're gonna sweat. It's hot outside. Go outside and do these burpees. Fellas, I'm giving y'all something. I'm giving you some discipline, because we got to do better in our community. That way you can go and you can pitch it to your ladies. Matter of fact, next week we're going to do some content about this, where we talk about how women want to date a fit man and what it takes to date a fit man. Oh yeah, we going there. We going there. This is why we need to really big up our culture and do the right thing. So yeah. We got a lot coming for y'all, man.
A lot.
You got any last words on this, your boy, before we get up out of here?
Oh, man, just basically just go to the gym and just exercise. If you don't know a structure, hire a trainer, and just and also get your dietary stuff in check. Make sure you're eating the right stuff and the clean stuff so that your health and vitals are good.
Yeah.
That's all I got right there.
I appreciate you, man. No, that's no lie. Fellas, do your cardio. Ladies, do your cardio. Put down the fried chicken. Put down the Taco Bell.
If you single for the summer, unbig your back.
That's the anthem for the summer. Unbig your back, ladies. Good Lord, unbig your back, please.
Yes.
Fellas, do the same thing, man. Get you some sweat equity, man. Get you some discipline and stop simping for some. Matter of fact, fellas, go on ass strike. Just stop looking at ass. If y'all following these influencers with a fatty, man, and it's keeping you distracted, unfollow.
Because they don't love you.
Fellas, just fast from looking at cheeks all damn day.
Put that channel that energy into something more constructive.
Please.
That's all.
You damn right. That is all. When we're faced with an obstacle, y'all, you know what we do. We rise, baby.
Thank you.